And welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. This is the ongoing Confederate campaign, started in the spring of 1861. In this episode, we see Hood's Corps of the Army of the West under Albert Sidney Johnston marching north towards the city of Salem, Illinois. But before Hood takes Salem, Union corps converge to defend the town. You'll see that and a whole lot more in the latest episode of Grand Tactician, the Civil War. May 15th, 1862, we have the deployment of the Battle of Salem, Illinois. Confederate Army of the West facing off against the Department of the Ohio. We are currently asked to defend our position against, I think, an inferior foe, though. Yes, according to reports, our rolls show about 61,000 men that will be able to be deployed in battle against a Union of some 27,000 men, about 28,000 men that are ready. Now, the battle is to start off evenly. So the Hood's Corps is the only corps present currently. Price's Corps arrives in 3 hours, Buckner's Corps in 7 hours, and then Wheeler's Cavalry the next day. So we can expect all 3 corps by a little bit after noon, or sometime after noon, to be available for this battle. We have some defensive objectives to defend. Proud Run Bridge. Now, there are Union objectives that are already in their hands. Looks like the Daniels Farm. There is the high ground of Proud Peak, but that's not an objective. I don't see any other objectives other than, right here, Hart's Hill. Let's assign, while we're at it, we have Colonel Johnson Duncan's brigade highlighted. So why don't we assign? So let's assign Donaldson the task of... He'll hold this Big Creek Ridge in front of Proud Run. We'll have Anderson's attached cavalry brigade to defend the Proud Run crossing. So we are tasked to defend our position, so that's what we'll do in the beginning and wait for reinforcements. We've taken the high ground here. So we have Breckinridge's division on our right. Walker holds the center. Donaldson the left in front of Proud Run at the Davis Farm crossing. Anderson guarding our rear. Most likely the Union troops are way over by the Daniels Farm. But not wanting to split up our forces, we are going to take the more conservative approach here and wait for reinforcements. We will fortify our position as well. Weather is 77 degrees and sunny, so it may even get a little sultry on today. Sunny, 77, may get a little higher. The heat index might be higher than that. All right, I think we're ready to start the battle. Deployment is done. Might be a good idea to send out pickets, especially in this wooded terrain. So approaching 9 in the morning and still no sights of the Union or Federal troops. We claim a minor victory, so that gives even more emphasis on the Union trying to attack our position if they want to score a victory against our troops. And even then, we still outnumber them, or we think we outnumber them by about 1,000 men or so. And we have spotted Union troops, too. So with Price's arrival and the Union on site, we can actually form a battle plan that may send us on the initiative. I wonder if we could march Price around the Union position behind Proud Run. Could even go around Hart's Creek here. Actually, this is like extremely defensible position, anchored on either side by Proud Run and Hart's Creek. I think we'll actually go over towards Hart's Hill, defend this line, and we can also use it as a springboard for the attack. Although the terrain here is not as good, as we only have a path here to get across. We hear the 1st Confederate artillery opening fire, Garnett's guns, and you see the Union actually falling back now as they see the defensive terrain. Very smart by the Union AI. I think that is a wise choice. Trying to assault that position would be suicide. Now, what to do about it? See if we can use our 14-pound James rifle guns and try to knock out some of these artillery pieces in the distance. Oh, Garnett's going to move forward. Well, let's use Anderson to kind of scout around Proud Run here. Well, it looks like the Union brigades are getting disorganized as they're falling back. We order Chetham's division ahead. I think we can probably order Walker's division ahead as well. I don't think they're going to assault my position. So, while we have them here, let's see if we can't inflict a victory on them. So we are going to leave our entrenchments and march forward. Does look like the Union is trying to cross Proud Run on the other side. Alright, so Garnett's artillery can't get the line of sight on these guns, but are bombarding them in the wooded terrain. Looks like we have Union reinforcements now. Alright, so we're ordering Breckinridge's division to try to turn the flank here. We're going to run right into some Union artillery. We'll order Chetham to try to take this high ground around Crawford's Mill, and they can just come right off this little hilltop and just hit the Union forces that are trying to, I guess, keep Breckinridge from moving forward. I think that's what they're trying to do, intercept Breckinridge, protect the rest of the Union force here. Casualties so far minimal, as most of the day has just been kind of a game of chicken. Who's going to move first? We'll move Walker's division up as well. And I think we will move Donaldson across Proud Run. Alright, skirmishers come into contact with the 1st Battery, 2nd Division, Department of Ohio. You can see the Union guns are kind of in shock. I don't think they saw what they were about to run into. we're pushing forward with Breckinridge's brigades of Hayes and Taliaferro on that Union gun position. We got to be careful of our flank, though. West Virginia Brigade, Trey-Boo's guns will open up on that Union infantry position. Well, I think we should just try to take these guns, as they are unsupported, so I don't have to worry about infantry. Oh, but Hayes breaks. Hayes' brigade breaks unexpectedly. Breckinridge's division not performing that well, as Breckinridge himself is only in stable condition, although Taliaferro did a good job. All right, we have 3rd Brigade of 3rd Division, Department of Ohio, kind of up against the Proud Run. Walker's ordered to eliminate Gibbs' brigade of the Union Army, and then Buckner arrives. And where does Buckner arrive? Ooh. Buckner arrives on the Union left, so we'll wait for him to come along. Can we get him in the Union rear position? This could be devastating to the Union. We really need to get Cheatham over here. We really need to get rid of Ruggles as a brigade commander. He is always unstable. Somehow he's earned himself a perk. Oh, that's Breckinridge's command. They're not broken, but they're cowering behind Hart's Hill. Somehow they found themselves behind Hart's Hill. Crossland is wounded, though. So Maxey comes in to support Crossland's attack on Gibbs' brigade. Let's order up Cooper's artillery reserve forward. Cheatham. We need Cheatham to kind of secure Breckinridge's right flank, because I would like to push forward with Taliaferro on this Union position along Proud Run. Well, Donaldson looks like he's in position to attack the Union brigades across Proud Run. 1st Brigade under Gilbert, and it looks like is the other brigade. We'll push forward with skirmishers. Let's get Pemberton's guns into a firing position. Scurry and Duncan. That is not at all what I ordered him to do. We should be able to push Thomas Harrison over this ridge and into the Union flank. I forgot to move Johnston into a better position to issue orders to his commanders. We've ordered Anderson's cavalry to move on the far flank, the far Union right. Let's push Donaldson forward himself. Oh, Crossland. Crossland has gotten destroyed. I'm gonna have to, but he's still holding his ground. But he's gonna have to be ordered to fall back. Let's move Fournay up in support, and Gracie. I have a feeling though Crossland will probably break, trying to fall back here. Actually, they're falling back in pretty good order. Very surprising as how much casualties that they took. So Gracie is now in contact. All right, so we will order Withers to go straight down the road by the Davidson farm. That'll be our lead division, and we can bottle up this entire Union position in the woods here. It looks like it's got to be at least one division, maybe two. So Crossland has fallen back in good order, but suffered over 800 casualties. Now the Union is held up in this forested area right here too, so they have good cover. Finally, Gibbs' brigade is breaking. Casualties are about equal on both sides as far as total number of men. Alright, so Buckner trying to march down the Davidson Road. The Union looks like they're going to stand their ground here, though, in this forested area at the end of Creek Ridge. That looks like Franklin's division has got themselves kind of separated, though, from the rest of the Union Corps. So we're trying to bag this Union Army, or this Union Division right here. Before nightfall. Gracie is ordered to take this gun position. So Gracie driving off the Union troops, although he's overextending himself. Duncan and Scurry's brigade have the 1st Brigade on the ropes here. And they look like they're starting to waver. Give them the bayonet. So it looks like lead elements of Withers' division, though, are coming into contact, or soon to come into contact, with some of the Union forces holding up in this forest. So they're going to start forming up for battle around the Davidson House. With the short amount of daylight left, hopefully they can get off on attack. Trying to capture some of these Union troops from Franklin's division, as it looks like they have been thoroughly whooped. Let's see if we can get Walker to reform his division. D.H. Hill now entering. Longstreet held as a reserve. Now as nightfall comes, wondering if the Union will retreat. Or will we have a day 2? So Withers' division going to enter the trees. Got 2 Andersons, I think, in this division. George T. and Robert H. Anderson's cavalry are going to try to take this part of the road. As you can see, the Union's trying. I think they're starting to find their way across the creek here now. So Ruggles getting the twilight. Ruggles finally entering the battle. We do have some skirmishing now going on. Looks like the Union's trying to form up a rear guard here. Holmes' skirmishers, though, are trying to block the retreat. They have a small cavalry brigade here under Chambliss. Let's march down the road. Donaldson ordering his men across Proud Run. Actually racked up almost 15% casualties against the Confederate, or against the Union forces. Now we have to push hard as the Union men are falling back vigorously. B's brigade coming into contact with Bremen. So end of the day has popped up. See what the Union does. As you can see, we've got them pretty well surrounded here. And we safely claim a minor victory as they lost 5,500 men. So George McClellan beaten again out west as he cannot defend Illinois. So no rear guard action as they slip through in the nighttime. Doesn't that guy look like Jaws from the James Bond's movies? The guy in the middle there. Our casualties totaled 1,687 men with 236 killed, 345 missing, and the rest wounded. Morale is determined with supply situation critical. We have captured 3,800 rifles and 17 guns. Alright everyone, thank you very much for joining me in this latest episode of Grand Tactician, the Civil War. I will hopefully see you on the next one. Again, thank you very much.